Hey everyone, welcome back to Background Buzz Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the last and sixth episode of the fourth season of Black Mirror, titled Black Museum.
You can inflict pain on yourself, but not terror. Truly heartwarming. How long can happiness realistically last anyhow?
Show 'em how you never let 'em go. Show 'em how you never say no.
This episode was presented as a series of 3 stories told by Rollo Haynes, played by Douglas Hodge, who's a proprietor of the remote Black Museum, to a solitary visitor, Niche, played by Letitia Wright. And it's all involving various exhibits relating to cutting-edge technological connections and transfers with the human brain that Rollo had developed in his career. And this episode was written by Charlie Brooker. And interesting, it was adapted from Penn Jillette, the magician from Penn and Teller.
Well, one of the stories.
One of the stories, you're right. One of the short stories. And yeah, that's pretty much the small description of that episode. What do you think of this episode, Steve?
It's funny that you brought up the Penn Jillette story, because that was my favorite story. This kind of reminded me of like the Christmas special episode with like 3 distinct stories. The first story is the doctor that, I guess, puts the helmet on his head, and he puts the helmet on the patient's head, and he could like feel their pain initially to diagnose their problem. Then it gets into like a weird like sexual thing. But I love
that.
I love like that concept that he could like feel exactly what his patients are feeling, and because I feel like that obviously would have so many applications in life. Yeah, it allows him to diagnose some diseases quickly, but like it also helps with his love life. He gets like, I think there was one scene where like he's having sex with his wife, and he's able to like experience his orgasm and her orgasm at the same time.
Orgasm, yeah.
And like that's a really cool concept.
You can sell it just for that purpose.
Where do I sign up?
You can sell it just for that purpose, and yeah, I would agree with you that was the best of the 3 storylines that we get from this episode.
Sure.
And initially, I didn't, like all Black Mirror episodes, you don't know what to expect going in. And as soon as you go in, the character Niche meets this dude. He's the owner at this abandoned, almost looks like a gas station.
The proprietor.
And it didn't seem like much. And then when you go in, I liked when they initially go in, you see all these little bits and pieces. And these are callbacks, or I guess you could call them Easter eggs to other episodes of Black Mirror, kind of hinting at that it's sort of a shared universe.
Yeah. And
I think it's the first time that Black Mirror kind of explicitly tells its audience that, all of these are somehow connected. They're all exist in the same world.
Yeah, quote, there's Easter eggs in other episodes, but this is like in your face. Like,
and it's on display, literally.
Even they even talk about it, like when she holds the teddy bear, she's like, oh, like she's still in there.
Yeah, it has the teddy bear. You see the Archangel broken iPad.
Yeah.
You see the USS Callister episode. You see the digital clone machine with the lollipop.
And this guy says he used to like work at TCKR, like the same company that did the San Junipero.
Yeah, he was. Oh, and he worked at San Junipero. So that was a cool little callback. You're like, oh, that was one of my favorite episodes last season. So like, oh, look at that.
You think that's what they did? They saw our top 10 or Black Mirror episodes rank, so that it was our favorite. They were like, yeah, let's put an Easter egg in season 4.
Yeah, I think Charlie Brooker sat down and watched our videos a year ago before we even recorded and was like, yeah, with the Stephen Wilson one. Let's give it to him. Thank you, Charlie Brooker.
Thank you. We appreciate that shout out.
So, well, my overall thoughts, I really, this is a hard episode because I liked it overall, but I thought it was inconsistent. I think it kind of went down after that first storyline.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate because the way the storyline presented itself, it almost seemed like, and I looked this up, but it did remind me in a moment, Tales from the Crypt, that story. Well, usually it's an old show, and it basically involves like this creepy skeleton with a creepy voice, and it's a show where he tells you 3 little short stories, usually involving horror.
Okay.
So this episode gave me similar vibes to that, but the two out of the 3 storylines were kind of bad. I didn't really like them too much.
I don't think they were bad, but I think compared
not
to
bad. You're right.
Just compared to the first one, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that, and I'm talking about the first story with the doctor again, that, and initially he hates like feeling the pain of his patients. It's really painful. People don't want to feel that. but then slowly he likes it a little bit more, and slowly it becomes like a sexual thing that
It happens after he dies.
after
Like when he experiences death.
Oh, after you, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he
death.
experiences death, and after that, he's like a changed man.
You're right.
He's like, holy shit.
Because he came back from it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a euphoric it's
I
euphoric
love
for
that.
him.
I love that.
And then it becomes like an addiction for him.
Yeah, he did become an addict. I love that.
Which is so
I love
cool.
that sex scene with his girl. Like she's trying to get her into some BDSM,
Yeah.
and she just can't do it. She
Yeah.
just can't handle. And he starts like hurting her arm. Like you can see his addiction like slowly increasing until eventually.
No, yeah, because he apologized and she was like, she's about to come back and he started like pitching her arm. She's like, what the fuck?
That little mini episode reminded me. You ever seen that movie The Fly?
No.
It's the same story where he starts he goes into a transportation machine and the fly goes in, and slowly he starts acquiring like fly attributes, so super strength.
Fly have super strength also?
I think proportionate to their bodies.
Okay.
I've seen them weightlift at the gym. You know, they bench pretty high. But anyway, the similarity is that whole movie involves you're watching like a breakdown, like the decline, the decomposition of someone who initially you think like, oh, this is such a great idea, and then slowly you start seeing a twist, and like he just turns into a fly at the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but this guy, he eventually turns into. I like that scene when he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's like pulling his teeth, and he has like cuts all over his face. I thought it was so brutal.
And then he like kills like a homeless guy at the end, right?
Yeah, and I like how he narrates the story. The actor, he's like he wanted his ultimate. He discovered that what he really liked was the fear.
Yeah, that's why he had to.
So he went to a homeless guy, put the machine on him, and killed him. He did kill him.
Yeah, I think he was like killing him
killed him,
while the police were about to capture him.
And I love at the end, he's like, he was in the hospital, and then if you see him today,
he still has the grin.
The grin. But then as the camera pans out, you see the boner.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just doing the boner at the end for me. The second mini episode involved.
It was the one where the wife gets hit by a car and she gets jabbed into the guy's brain.
For sure. And we were talking about
that was kind of
we were talking about this, like, that's kind of a, why would you decide to do that?
That seemed like a bad idea from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, let's not do that.
Yeah. But he does it anyway, and as predictable, it's a horrible idea because she's in his brain all the time, and she's a naggy girlfriend and doesn't want him to do
That doesn't
it.
go away.
Just annoying. But then he has the ability to turn her off. Turns her off, finds a new wife, eventually transfers her consciousness into a teddy bear.
Yeah. Which is fucked up.
We can only say two things, right?
Yeah. No, like positive and negative.
Yeah. Not even negative. Mommy needs a hug, and I love you.
I love it, yeah.
And then I like how the guy narrates says, well, at a certain point, that was banned.
Yeah.
Because you can only transfer consciousness to things that can do 6 human emotions.
Yeah.
Like, that's the limit.
That's the limit.
And then it moves on to the main storyline, which is the overarching storyline, which is Niche is actually related to a consciousness of
She's the daughter of, like,
she's the daughter.
The consciousnness of this, like, tourist attraction, like, this guy that, I guess he murdered someone, but he really didn't. What was the crime he was accused of?
He was, I don't remember too clearly, but
he was on death
falsely
row. Falsely accused, he was on death row. So, and then before he dies, they sign up, they sign him up for, like, this program where they'll pay his family, but they'll keep his consciousness in this museum, where so that, like, people could come and, like, reenact them actually killing him. With
is that what he said to him, though?
What do you mean?
Like, was that his selling point?
Yeah, he was like, we'll make your
I
family.
remember.
That's why he because when his wife came and visited him, she was like, no, don't do it, it's your soul.
Okay.
And he was like, no, they're gonna, like, provide for you and
Gotcha.
like the right kids. I don't know if that ever happened. Probably not.
You know, who knows? He got fired afterwards, right? He got kicked out of his company.
Oh yeah.
For negligible, like, crazy technology.
Yeah.
So who knows if he was able to provide that for the family.
But either or, because this guy is in eternity in this museum where people, like, tourists get to come, just, like, electrocute him, and he feels it. He's this great pig.
But not just any tourists. I think initially it was tourists.
Yeah.
Then Niche and her family lead a campaign to kind of bash and expose what he's doing there, and eventually
inhumane,
that affects like the people that go there, and eventually he caters to
like white supremacists,
people who are
deviants in society.
Well, yeah, like they take great pleasure in pulling that lever and watching this guy die. And I think there's like a 15-second max
before he completely dies.
Yeah, so he does that, and I guess at the end the reveal is that it's his daughter. She's come back for revenge, and she kills him. But before she kills him, she takes his consciousness,
sets it into,
and kills him. Right, kills both of them. And she keeps a little souvenir for herself. Really badass.
And she takes a teddy bear.
And she takes a teddy bear. Yeah,
so unexpected plot to it.
Did the teddy bear say anything at the end?
No, it said,
Mama,
I love you.
I love you. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's so cool. And it ends like that, and she rides into the sunset with the thing burning.
And remember, her mom was in her head.
Okay. Her mom was there. Yeah.
Which I guess they were able to figure it out, like a system where the mom's in the head, but they don't argue. I guess they're cool. I mean, maybe this woman could like figure or better at stuff like this. They're better at cooperation.
I don't know. I wouldn't like my mom in my head.
Yeah, for sure not. Absolutely not.
Barely, yeah. Phone call is painful. Love you, Mom.
Wilson's mom, if you're watching, please like and subscribe.
I mean, I have nothing else to say. I mean, negatives to the episode, I think we talked about it.
The last two stories were more a little lacking.
Yeah, so I like this episode. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. If you want to follow our Instagram information is going to be right there at the bottom. And please like and subscribe to our channel. Please leave your comments. We appreciate all the feedback. Please check out our other videos. We're going to review other Black Mirror episodes, so be on the lookout for that. And we're actually going to do a ranking of what we thought about all these episodes. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Wilson.
Steve.
And see you later, guys.